Anthony Slater here post-game in the Moda Center, Rose Garden, whatever you want to call it, in downtown Portland. After what was, I'd say, maybe a shocking Thunder loss tonight, 115-110. Not shocking that they lost, but kind of how they lost. You know, they're up 8 with 3 minutes and 6 seconds left. But in those final 3 minutes and 6 seconds, the Blazers scored 20 points, 17 of those coming from Damian Lillard. He hits 5 threes. Really just a three barrage from him that turned what looked to be, a nice Thunder win into just a surprising defeat. Some of that I think was just Lillard hit some crazy, shots. He hit almost a 30-footer from deep behind the line. He had a pullback on Steven Adams in the corner that was tough. But there was some defensive breakdowns. Russell Westbrook among them, and it kind of continues a trend of defensive issues. You look back, 2 nights ago they go up 44 points to Lou Williams. Some continued concerns here. The Thunder are 26-12. They're going to Minnesota Tuesday night, facing a Timberwolves team that's struggling. But you got to be you got to have a little concern, but also some rationality with all this. But here's Billy Donovan and Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant talking about tonight's loss.
Threes by those guys. Where were the defensive breakdowns at the end?
Well, I thought we did a pretty good job, trapping Lillard there most of that second half, and I was concerned coming in at halftime because they had gotten 20 of them up, and that's a lot of threes to get up. But they got really hot late in the game. I'll go back and look at the tape. Lillard made some, Crabbe made one. I know it kind of started on a missed free throw in transition. Crabbe got an open three, and then after that it was just a three-point line. I thought we had some decent looks. I mean, obviously we had a point-blank layup. I think Russell or Kevin made a nice pass to Serge. I don't think he realized Plumlee was behind him, so he thought he had a little bit of an easier path to the basket. But I said before the game it was going to come down to offensive rebounding. We gave up 20 offensive rebound. I said the three-point line and transition was going to be important, and 19 made three-point shots. To me that was just a difference in the game. That's what they do.
It seemed like through the ups and downs most of the game, the team really kept their composure until maybe those last couple of minutes. Where do you think unraveled it?
Yeah, no, I thought our guys really came out and they fought, considering we were down by 6 or 7 there coming out of the half, and we made some adjustments and some changes, pick and roll coverage on those 2 guys, and we blitzed them and we trapped them, and I thought it got us the lead, and we tried to do some of that late, but they kind of went away from that a little bit. They weren't really in as many pick and rolls, and then really it was just those guys kind of going one-on-one, creating and making plays, and you got to give those guys credit. They made some very, very difficult shots.
Lou Williams now has 44. Obviously Lillard, I think 5 threes in the last 3 minutes tonight. Yep. Are you concerned about the perimeter breakdowns you had defensively?
I thought with Lou Williams, I thought putting him to the line early in the game got him going. I thought Lillard was just the opposite. I thought he bought his time. He really, I think, understood the length and time and how long the game is, because he didn't really force a whole lot. I don't know how many threes he made, but I think he made maybe 7 in the second half. And to your point, 5 were late in the fourth quarter. So I don't know if there was, anything. He wasn't necessarily as aggressive earlier in the game. And then, he got loose a couple times in pick and roll coverage, and he made some really difficult shots.
You mentioned the Serge, missed at the end. He fumbled a couple. It seemed like there was a lot of slipping and different stuff going on tonight. I mean, was there something up tonight with the team?
With Serge, you mean?
Surge in particular, but the whole team.
No, I don't know. I think the one thing, these guys want to win. They compete and they play hard. I think that sometimes, they're guys that hold themselves to a very high standard. But yeah, I didn't necessarily feel that way. I really thought we came out of the locker room to start the third quarter and played really well and battled all the way through. And even to the fourth quarter, the game changed with maybe 3 minutes to go in the game. That's when the game kind of changed.
Against a team like this, what do you guys have to do differently or better when it comes to transition defense?
Well, the transition really wasn't that big of a problem. I just mentioned it because I thought that would be something we would need to do. But I thought it was the second chance points, the offensive rebounding, which they hurt us there. They had 20. I thought the three-point line was critical. They made 19. And then the other thing, for us was taking care of the basketball, and we turned it over 19 times. I mean, those were kind of the 3 things we talked about going into this game that we needed to do a good job on. And I think all 3 of those areas, we weren't able to control them at all. And that's why we kept a little bit short.
Tough to defend. They shoot, come on, pick and roll, shoot, fall away, step back. Yeah, it's tough, man. You gotta give them credit. That's what they do. They make shots. They 2 guards, make shots. and they play well before. And you know, we didn't get shots in the fourth. We got a few good looks, you know, but after that, kind of broke our back with all those made shots.
It wouldn't have made it so difficult, not just the made threes, but how many threes they took in this one.
Yeah, man, it was all contested, except for Ward. But you know, like I said, that's what they do. They got a 23 in the first half, and they want to keep shooting. So they got made 19 threes. It's tough to guard that, you know, and they made tough ones all night.
When they're taking that many threes, does that make defensive rebounding harder because ball's flying all over the place?
Yeah, I mean, they had long rebounds and we went into the paint, you know, so it's kind of hard. You don't want to give up the paint and, you know, wait for the ball to come to the three-point line. You never know, but, you know, everybody has to rebound when they shoot a lot of jump shots.
Were there breakdowns on those late threes, or just good shots?
I mean, during the game, it's kind of hard to kind of, you know, because I'm looking at my man and I'm trying to box out. But I've seen a few of them, like guys are here, one of them, he stepped back to above the break. That's like a 20% shot. He stepped back and hit it, and one on the break, and, you know, pull up deep three. You know, when, you know, you're feeling it, you get the ball in your hands all game, you know, you start feeling it, that's part of it.
You guys had a 21-6 run in that third quarter. What was different about that stretch? What did you guys do differently?
Yeah, we ran pick and roll. We were going downhill. We were making shots. Everybody was involved, and you know, we got it going. So yeah, we had 39 points in that third. We got 25 in the fourth. You know, that's still a lot of points, but you know, we got to be better.
What was the issue offensively late, just in like the last stretch?
I watched film. I mean, this game going so fast, I really can't tell you right now, but I got to watch the film.
Was there talk about defending the three in the second half after they got up 20 in the first half?
Yeah, I mean, we were blitzing. I think we got third quarter was getting steals and getting out on the break. You know, we were blitzing, but you know, a few times we were just late on some stuff. You know, we call them those shit moments. You know, when they pull up for a three, you're like, oh shit, you know, we got to get there quicker. But we got to be down and ready in the snap before the ball gets across half. You know, we can't have those moments. So there's mental breakdowns. There's a couple mental breakdowns. But, you know, we'll be fine. They made tough shots all night. We forced them. I think they shot 42%, and they hit like 6 straight threes at the end of the fourth. So, you know, you almost got to live with those tough ones. You know, we got beat tonight. And, you know, the team that made the most shots in the fourth won.
You guys ran into some pretty hot shooting in the fourth quarter. Yeah, wouldn't you agree?
Was that a question? I'm confused.
Could you elaborate on the hot shooting in the fourth quarter?
There we go. That's better. They made some tough shots. You know, they made some all-the-way three. They made a few threes in a row. Made some tough ones.
Were there
Talk
some
about Damian Lillard in the last 2 minutes.
Made some tough shots.
any breakdowns on the plays, or just all tough shots?
I don't know. Some of them were some defensive things that we should have done, but a lot of those threes are 6 feet behind the line. Made some tough ones. You make one, make a few tough ones. We live with those. You know, he made a few. Happens like that sometimes.
Well, what are those defensive things? Just getting over screens, help, or what was?
I don't know. We have to look at it and see.
The Blazers shot, I think, was 44 threes in the games. Were you guys trying to maybe giving that to them, or?
No, I mean, that's what they do. They shot 23s in the first half. Shot a lot more in the second. So try to find a way to take it out of their game. That's what they do. They get them up. So they're gonna make a few from time to time.
You had one of your worst shooting nights of the season. Was it anything they did defensively?
I don't know if it was my worst shooting night, but I just missed easy shots.